Scorpio, welcome back. So Scorpio, this is going to be your month of May love reading. It is you versus them spread. So Scorpio, I'm going to pull cards on you, what your hopes, fears, next steps are. And then I'm going to pull cards on the person external to you, what their hopes, fears, and next steps are. Because it's general, it can be interchangeable. Please keep that in mind. Also, not going to be for all of you. And the person external can be anybody that resonates with you during the reading. It could be your current partner, an ex, friend, family, whatever. Love encompasses a lot of different areas, but we'll see what the cards say and get started. So, Scorpio, the overall energy for this partnership for the month of May is the King of Swords. So some of you might be dealing with an air sign, but not all of you. This just represents an energy of decisions needing to be made within the love front, within this partnership, possible communication that needs to be had or that you want to have this month. So let's get all of the cards out and see how this resonates. Plays out for you, Scorpio. So, overall energy for Scorpio for the month of May. You see movement over there. It's just my doggie. She's sleeping as usual. Say hey, Daisy. She says hi. Anyway, Scorpio, back to you. ADD. All right, overall energy. You got the King of Swords again. So particularly if you're a Scorpio male, I feel like you are embodying the King of Swords energy this month. If you're a female, I think you're very well dealing with a male that is either an air sign and or earth, or they're embodying this type of energy, okay? But it's falling in your overall energy, Scorpio, so I'm going to read it as you first, and then I'll get in more detail as the cards come out, okay? So I feel like overall, Scorpio, you're slowly moving towards possibly communicating with whoever this person in question is, and or you're wanting more equal give and take within the relationship arena, looking for that spark, that passion, wanting to also, though, keep a level head, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So you want to stay logical. It's almost like you want forward progression, but you're being very patient. I feel like you are willing to take things slow and or wait, okay? Yeah. So that's an interesting overall energy. So the person Scorpio is dealing with, their overall energy. Ooh. Sorry. My cards flew out. Overall energy is the Three of Cups and the Six of Cups. Okay. So I feel like this person is open to reconciliation and or coming together this month, Scorpio. This could most definitely be someone from the past and or someone that feels or you felt a very strong like immediate connection, or like when you met this person, you just felt like an immediate comfort with them, or you. And or there's a lot of nostalgia around here. So I feel like for a lot of you, you either have past history with this person, or you had that type of connection right off of the bat. It's going to be a little bit different. But like I said, I'm going to break it down at the end. Overall, I feel like, if you are being patient and waiting for communication and or taking things slowly within the relationship, if you're currently partnered with this person, I feel like their energy is open to receiving that this month for most of you. So that looks good so far. So let's see how you view them, Scorpio. You got 3 cards out. Ugh. Sorry. So Scorpio, you view them as the 2 of Wands, Judgment, and the World card. So I feel like you want to have a conversation with this person. It's come up now 1, 2, 3 different times. The 2 of Wands in this deck talks about having a conversation, or there needs to be a conversation here. I feel like you view this person as someone who you've actually completed a life cycle with or a chapter with, where maybe it felt like, you know, things were very cyclic within the relationship. Like come and go, or the energy in the relationship comes and goes. But I feel like you see this person embarking on possibly a new beginning here. I feel like also you view this person as someone that your soul is tied to. So that's a very interesting message. It's almost like you feel on a soul level, you know, the saying, the ties that bind. You know, I feel like there's cords of attachment. If you don't know what cords of attachment are, go look it up. Because I feel like that's how you view this person. Like you view some sort of attachment to them, whether you're with them or not. Whether they're there or not, whether you talk or not. You know what I'm saying? I feel like also you view this person as someone who definitely gets your attention or gets others' attention. Okay. I have 2 attention cards out. So how they view you, Scorpio. How they view you. So I like for the cards to fly out. If you don't like the way that I shuffle, just FYI, I might not be the reader for you. Some people don't like that, but oh well. Okay, so this person views you as the Star card and the Death card. Woo-wee! Scorpio. Okay. That's night and day. Also, you could be dealing with an Aquarius or another Scorpio. This is the sign of Aquarius. This is the sign of Scorpio. Or they have that in their chart. Okay. But it doesn't have to be. As an overall energy, or you have that in your chart, because this is how they view you. You might have both of those signs in your chart. But regardless, as a general energy of how they view you, it's just like I said. It's like you are both the sun and the moon. I feel like this person might be very opposite of you on the surface. Okay. It's like they view you as someone who can bring them, I heard stardom. Or you feel like they could bring you stardom. I don't know. That was a weird word to get, but I feel like they view you as someone who brings the star-like energy to their life, the Aquarius-like energy. Okay, so even if it's not an Aquarius, they feel you bring them some sort of healing, a resurrection. That is what I wanted to say. They see you as someone who can transform themselves, you know, like the Scorpio rising, death and resurrection, but also that you bring that out in them. Does that make sense? So it's like, you may have caused this person to go through some sort of resurrection. Okay. Also, you may have definitely had an ending here with this person at some point for a few of you, if you're not currently with them. But I feel like it's a very polar opposites energy. It's like almost like on one hand, they view you bringing endings, judgment, change. And then on the other hand, they view you as also bringing beginnings, healing. So Scorpio, they see you as a Scorpio. I mean, that's like the Phoenix Rising story I just told, right? And this person views you in that way. So, you know, they see that the depth, I guess, of what it is to be a Scorpio. And also, I really feel that the person I'm picking up on likely has Scorpio somewhere in their chart as well. More than likely. So, let's see the most likely outcome for May. And then I'm going to get a little bit more detailed. I'm going to break it down into different groups. Okay. So the most likely outcome at the end of the month is Temperance and the Emperor on your side. This is in your next step, Scorpio. So I do feel it's a very large vibe about being independent, self-confident, working on tempering yourself, your moods, also getting in balance with your physical health is going to be important towards the end of May. And then you have the Emperor here. So I feel like Scorpio, there's a very cold and distant energy with the Emperor in this card. So I just feel like there's communication needed here, but I don't feel most of you are going to communicate, or this person is not going to communicate with you. And you may be waiting. Like I said, I see someone patiently waiting here, and I pick it up as your energy. Now, in last week's video, it was all about obsessions. And so I can also see that here. But like I said, I'm going to break it down into different groups in a minute. But as an overall energy, it also talks about fantasy in this deck. So I feel like there's some fantasizing going on, some definite thinking stuck in your head. I feel a very strong physical attraction here. Yeah. So like I said, there's a few different groups here, and so let me get all the cards out. What is this person's most likely outcome for May? External person's most likely outcome. Wow. Okay, so this person's most likely outcome, it was the Three of Swords that came out in the reverse, and then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Ouch. I feel like, well, yes and no. This person has the Three of Swords, but it's in the reverse, so that's better. I feel like this person is healing from whatever hurt that has gone on within this relationship or within their love life period. They're wanting to be more stable, more grounded. They're really embodying more of an earth energy. For some of you, this might be an earth sign, but I see a few different zodiac signs here, so I'll break it down, like I said at the end. I feel like this person is mostly focused on like the day to day, their stability, wanting stable energy in their love life as well. Also, I always think of a mothering type of persona. This person might very well be a mother of your children, or just a mother, period, and or they're taking on that energy. If it's a male that you're dealing with, then I feel like this may be their energy just more focused on their career, their finances, and kind of trying to ignore the hurt that is there. But like I said, I'm going to break it down here because I have different male and female Scorpio messages here. And more than one scenario. So let me clarify the Emperor, please. The Three of Swords. Oh, darn it. Whew. Sorry. Three of Swords. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me go ahead and break this down. One more for Temperance. Yeah. Okay. Here. Oh goodness, this got interesting. So let me start. This is group 1. This is for Scorpio men. And then Scorpio women, you'll be in group 2. You can fast forward to that, or you can just listen and watch, because actually, since it's a general reading, you might get messages from both, but it's up to you. But this first group is Scorpio men. Let's get to you first. Scorpio men. I feel like, the overall energy here for you this month is the King of Swords, which is about making decisions. I wouldn't be surprised, Scorpio, if you have air somewhere in your chart, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in your birth chart. Check it out. I feel like a lot of you that are going to be drawn to watch this probably do. And or you're dealing with an air sign, most likely if you're in this group. Okay. Particularly Aquarius. And there's actually 2 sets of Scorpio men. So let me go into the first set. Group 1, Scorpio men. Either way, there needs to be decisions made here, okay? So I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's a very, very slow and methodical movement, okay? So I feel like Scorpio, you're looking at like the long range game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want quick wins. You're looking at like the long-term game, which is such a Scorpio thing to do. Scorpios love to, they're very, I don't know how to say it. And I'm not saying it in a negative way. They're very methodical in the things that they do, and love is very much generally a game for Scorpio men in particular. So they like to always have a game plan. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's what's going on here. There's a game plan here, and you don't mind if it takes years, honestly, because it's you feel like the long range goal is worth either waiting for or taking your time towards. Okay. I feel like whoever you're dealing with, Scorpio, is likely someone from your past, and or someone you felt an immediate connection with. I feel like, Scorpio, this person has a very mothering type quality to them, okay? So I feel like, and that's where their primary focus is in the month of May, is with their family, but also with their finances, and making sure that things are taken care of. This person might be someone who is responsible for a lot. And so I see a heavy focus there. I feel like Scorpio men, you most definitely kind of mirror this person in some way. So it's like what I was talking about earlier, the ties that bind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they see right through you. But I also feel like because you're so similar or you mirror each other a lot, you see right through them. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting message here about you can't play a game to win with someone who already saw your cards. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Scorpio, this person, they see your cards. So I feel like you're wasting time, to be very honest with you. Okay, I don't think you're aware of how much they see your cards, okay? So it's almost like the guidance here is just speak the hell up. Say the truth, you know, because it's evident already what it is to you, but also to them, okay? Now, towards the end of the month, I don't really see you taking the guidance that I just gave you, okay? Because you're still in a very independent energy. You're in a very emotionally detached energy. I think you think a lot. There's a lot of thinking going on here, okay? I feel like also you may fantasize about this person. There might be a very strong sexual connection to them. I feel like you're trying to, in the meantime, balance out and temper some possible addictions that you have going on. It's like trying to balance your health out as well. It doesn't have to be addictions, but there's some sort of toxic behavior that you're also in the process of working on towards the end of May. I also feel like there is an addiction to this person. And so I remember the reading I did last week, or if you didn't watch it, go watch it. It was like, there was a message about obsessions, addictions, you know, and so I see it again here, you know, pretty strong. So I feel like this person towards the end of the month, they are secretly going through some heartaches, but they are healing from that. They have this in reverse, and then the Four of Swords, which I always see as the rest healing card. So if you've had an ending or a heartache within this relationship, this is a sect of you, this person is healing from that in silence. So they're not speaking about it. They may not be speaking to you, for a few of you. If you're actually coupled with this person, I feel like there may be hurt within the relationship that is not being spoken about. All right. And then I feel like, too, this person, again, the focus is primarily on their career, their day-to-day, etc. So if you are not communicating with this person, let's break this down. Scorpio men, group 1. If you're not communicating currently with this person, they are healing, you know, and they're doing it in silence. So I don't feel like they're communicating. Like I said, they're not communicating. I think you want to communicate here, or you would like to have that conversation, but you don't really know how to approach the situation. And that might be what you're trying to figure out, like a strategy or something like that. This person feels the loss of the connection. You know, for a lot of you, this felt like a soulmate connection. You have the Two of Cups here. I feel like also if you're not speaking to this person, they're unavailable to you. Or they might be unavailable because they're with someone else. It can be different for all of you, but if you're in a current relationship with this person, Scorpio men, I just feel like, again, you know, there's a very strong connection here. But there might be some suffering and silence going on, whether that's on your part or their part. You know, it's not really being spoken about, but it is being healed, okay? And I saw this in the last reading. If you're in a relationship with this person in question, there needs to be some work on whatever toxicities are going on your part, Scorpio. This is not on the other person's part. Whether that's toxic thinking, getting stuck in your head, or literal addictions, mental, physical health problems. Don't ignore them. Don't ignore it. That's important. Okay? So, that's Scorpio men. Scorpio women. Scorpio women. Ooh, this video is going to be long. Let me go faster. Scorpio women, I feel like you might be holding a very masculine type energy this month. And what do I mean by that? I just mean that you're more point blank. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're more direct. You're more to the point. You're more logical than you are your Scorpio depth emotional. Okay? And I feel like you've had to be this way so that you can move forward, so that you could move on. Now, the person you're dealing with here, I do feel like they are most likely someone from your past, just like for Scorpio men. Scorpio women, I feel like there's two groups of you here. Some of you, this person is willing and wanting to reconcile, but there may have been endings in the relationship prior, or heartache. For a few of you, there was more than one person involved in the relationship, whether that's cheating or like family and friends getting involved. And so there's a lot to be dealt with here. Okay. I feel like Scorpio women, you view this person as someone who you have a very strong attachment to. Again, this person sees you as like the phoenix rising right now, okay? So they see you as someone who is bouncing back, is healing, is coming out of the dark night of the soul type energy that a Scorpio can have when they're hurt. So they see the progress that you're making. I feel like this person is able to grab your attention though, because you feel a very strong connection with them, whether you're with them or not. Towards the end of the month, Scorpio females, I feel like there's a need to focus on balancing out your moods, but also breaking free of these mental entrapments, these loops, these obsessive thoughts that you might be having towards either this person or something that pulls you into the more negative arena of your life. There's a need to balance that. There's also a large focus on friendship here. You know, don't detach from the people that are truly there for you. There is a huge message here for Scorpio women about what I call the loop. I feel like you might go back and forth in your mind, or just cyclic thinking back on the past or this person, or there's something you're definitely stuck in your head about, and it's toxic. It's really impacting your energy towards the end of the month. So I guess the message then is in order to release yourself from that, you have to be present in the present moment, to kind of pull your brain out of it. And being around friends in particular may help pull you back you know, into reality here. Now, this person that you're dealing with at the end of the month, Scorpio females, they're healing from heartache, either from you that you've caused them or external. But I feel like for most of you, it's within their relationship. I don't think they tell you how much they actually hurt, okay? Or how much you've actually hurt them. I'm not entirely sure you're fully aware, you know? This might be someone, particularly if it's an Aquarius or another air sign like Libra or Gemini. They may like put on the surface that they don't care, but I feel like they're most definitely healing, and there was hurt here because it's coming all the way at the end of May. So towards the end of this month, this person is still healing, even though they may not be communicating that to you. I feel like, though, you know, they do feel a loss of either trust, or they feel the loss of this connection if you're no longer with them. But they want to focus on regaining their stability, you know. And then there's a small group of you Scorpio women where, like I said, I see a third party involvement here. Where someone is fantasizing about the third person that things ended with. And it might cause some distance in the relationship because you can't be present in a relationship where you're thinking about someone else. Okay? Where they are. Yep. So, yeah. Let me get some overall guidance. Ooh, 32 minutes. Maybe I should have. Hold on. It's a long reading. The 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So, Scorpio, as the overall guidance, I feel like there is a lot of comfort to be had this month. It actually looks good overall, honestly, especially compared to your last few readings. But you have to communicate. This is whether you're male or female. You have to communicate your needs and not assume that people know or can read, you know, your body language, or can read your thoughts or read your mind. You know, Scorpio, you may be able to do that. Scorpios are very intuitive. You may be able to easily see right through someone, but that doesn't mean other people can do that for you. So it's really important that you're very clear and truthful in communicating what it is that you actually want. Okay? And I feel like that will help move this energy forward. Right? So yeah. The zodiac signs I have out, like I said, is Aquarius, possibly another Scorpio, could be Libra, Gemini, or Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus are the predominant signs. Possibly Aries or Sagittarius here. So let me know how it resonates and how it works out for you towards the end of the month, Scorpio. I wish you all the very best. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, namaste, my friends.